Once upon a time, there was a lion named Liam. He lived in the forest land all alone because his family died when he was 10 from the ferocious tiger. One day, when he was wrestling another lion for food, he came across an interesting characteristic about himself that he was starting to develop. He noticed that he had started becoming faster, stronger, and more courageous with every step he took.
One day, Liam hears from the monkey friend George that the fierce tiger ate his entire family. He didn't know what to do, and he knew that he was the one that needed to stop them. So the wise monkey told him to be careful on his adventure and to avoid the tipping bridge, the sinking sand, and the rapid rivers. They told him that they are hard to get across, but they had to trust him and keep in mind that all he can accomplish. And him and his friend George were off on their adventure.
The two leave bright in the morning to be sure that they can get there as fast as they can. The clock was running down. They had to be there by sundown so that they could be able to fight in the daylight, and if they were there at dusk, the tiger would bring his army to the jungle lands. They started the journey, making sure that they won't have to travel in the dark. The timing of everything was essential because they were hoping to beat the rocky winds causing the tipping bridge to be harder to get across.
The two were shaken up by the rocky bridge, but overcame it with ease. They started off walking again into the unknown territory. The hike was long, but then they came across some very high tides in a river. It was just too wavy, so they couldn't swim across. They had a plan, and they came across some trees and tore it down and made logs into it and wrapped them together to make a boat so that they could get across. The two hopped on the boat and went across the river, making it to the other side. They started walking again and had been walking for 2 straight miles until they came across some sort of dry land. The two animals had never seen such a strange thing before. They didn't think anything of it, so George started walking straight across the dry land and started sinking to the ground. Liam jumped to the rescue and quickly grabbed George, pulling him up from the quicksand. They didn't know how they were going to get across when suddenly Liam thought of an idea. He told George that he should use his climbing abilities to climb up the tree and use his claws and go across the tree with Liam holding onto his tail. And they did so, and they made it across the dry land.
The boys are exhausted at this time. The sun is setting, and they are ready to find this Dexter and defeat him. The tiger approaches them, and Liam uses his super strength and pounces on him. The tiger can't get up and gives up. The two search around this new land, and as they're walking, the monkey thinks that something's wrong. They see these hidden stairs going underground, so they are curious to see what's down there. About 2 stories down, they see all these cages with their fellow friends. They are also glad to see them, but sad that they were down there. They want to let them out, but don't have the key. The two search all over the place trying to find it. To their surprise, Dexter is around the corner and pounces out, ready to attack, and hits the monkey down and knocks him unconscious. So it's just Liam and Dexter. The two start fighting, unleashing all their anger out on each other, slashing away on each other with their fearful claws, gnawing at each other's faces. Liam slashes and tears up Dexter, defeating him. Then he took off Dexter's jacket and found the key in the pocket. He quickly picked up the key and released his parents from the dungeon. Being free, the family started running back to their home with excitement to tell everyone that Dexter was now dead and that the 2 royal parents were back in the jungle where they should be.
Liam's parents were back home and ready to take duty of being king and queen of the jungle land. Liam was known all around the jungle for his super strength, bravery, and speed. Some say that he was so fast it only took him seconds to defeat Dexter, and his super strength put Dexter to the ground in seconds. The animals were also happy that they could have a hero like Liam in their jungle looking after them. He is known all around the jungle for how great of a hero he became.